Hey coaches, what's going on? It is Coach Tim here with another video, and guys, I got a really good one for you today. I'm going to talk about how to deal with coaches who are trying to recruit your players or take your players from next year. I had this incident happen to me not too long ago, and I thought it'd be a great idea to make a video to address this because, listen guys, there's nothing that makes me more upset when a youth coach is trying to literally take one of your players, recruit one of your players off of your team. Like it's bogus to me. But we're gonna get into it, guys. Before we get into this video, do me a solid, like and subscribe to my channel, guys. You'll be doing me a solid, and that's my gift to you. Go down in the description box and download my free Beast Formation playbook that averaged me over 35 plus points per game. All right, guys. So let's get into this video, guys. So like I said, man, like, to me, one of the highest forms of disrespect in youth football is, well, the first thing to me is just cheating during the game, switching jerseys, you know, playing a kid that's too old to play. You're cheating the game, you're cheating your boys, and you're cheating yourself. And you know, for me, I have no respect for coaches who do that. But the second thing is when a coach is trying to literally take one of your kids or recruit one of your kids right in front of your face or even behind your back. And I had this happen, you know, not too long ago, one of our games, and you know, one of my players scored 4 touchdowns, and at the end of the game, the coach was like, "Look, where's your mom? I want to give her my number. I want you to play for me next year." Now, mind you, the kid is he's not gonna be eligible to play youth on the Pee Wee level anymore after next year. But I had to confront this coach and say, you know, hey, you need to get the hell on. Like, you know, number one, what I don't like about coaches like this is they don't think about the kid as an individual, as a student athlete. They just think about them as an athlete. They want to use the kid to their advantage to win games. And in my opinion, when you got a team that's just loaded with talent on the youth football level, of course it's easier to win games. You don't have to focus on scheming your scheme as much. You don't have to focus on development as much when you got a lot of raw talented kids, you know? Not saying that you don't have to work on development, because I've had teams where we were stacked with talent and I still focus on development and scheme, and we was unstoppable. You know, but when you play those talented teams like that against kids who are not so talented, and then you're undefeated, and then you're wondering why, you know, why people don't like you, because you're taking all the best players from the entire county and putting them on one team to play against kids who are more like support players. Like, to me, that's a pussy move, guys. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna be honest about it. You know, this is me personally. You don't have to agree with what I'm about to say, but I wish more youth football leagues had a draft system where the kids who actually sign up for the league, the league themselves actually filters these kids to different teams. So the balance, like, so every team in the league has decent numbers. You know, no team is struggling. You know, you got one team with 80 kids playing on one team, and we know those kids ain't gonna get a chance to play all of them. And then you got another team that only got 20 kids. Like, it's just not right. You know, it's not fair, because basically what you run into is you got one program that got 80 kids, you got another program that got 20 kids. Like, it makes the playing grounds so uneasy. But if you had a draft system where each team, let's say each team have 25 to 30 kids per team, now you can do something. Now, you know, the talent may not be balanced, but at least you're not worrying about coaches stacking their team with 10 all-star caliber players, you know, with 10 all-star caliber players, and you got another team that only got 1 or 2 all-stars, you know? Like, you know, but going back to the point, guys, if you're one of those coaches, guys, that recruit, you know, players from other people's teams, you know, stop it. Just stop it, man. You know, you're hurting, and this is my opinion. This is my opinion. All right. You're hurting not only your reputation, but you're hurting yourself in terms of your coaching, developing as a coach, as a teacher, as a leader, as a mentor. You're hurting your kids because they're not really developing. And then when they get to the middle school and high school level, where it typically ends up being a little bit more balanced out, these kids that, you know, seem to be just dominant all-stars on the little league level, they find out, you know, real fast they're average players because they didn't develop properly on the youth football level. And I see that happening a lot, where you have a kid who's dominating in youth football, you know, with a stacked team, but then when they go to junior high or high school, they become a real average player because they really didn't develop. They was just playing off a raw skill and natural talent, opposed to really being developed and fundamentally, you know, trained and things of that nature. So guys, you know, one thing that I do with these coaches who actively try to recruit my players, I confront them head up, guys. I'm gonna just be honest about it. I confront them head up when I see it, because I think it's a lack of integrity, and I'm a person of integrity, and I will call them on their ass, on their shit, you know, when they're doing it, you know. And you can't control it, guys. They're still gonna do it. They're still gonna do it. I mean, they may not do it to you. They may still do it to you. You can't control these kind of guys because they have to make the decision to have enough integrity to do the right thing. Now, you know, the last thing I'm gonna say, that to me, recruitment is fine when the season over with and a player may have played on the team and now, you know, the season is over. I always, like, when my program, I always get kids who come from other teams, other sides of towns, who may not have gotten a lot of playing time. And I kind of find a lot of diamonds in the rough, so to speak. And I develop those kids and they become really, really good players. You know, that's kind of how I tend to get a lot of my top tier talent. They come from other teams. But they don't, but I'm not, you know, I'm not during the season talking to kids and, hey, you know, next year, come over here, you know. I know you play for the Eagles this year, but I want you to come over to the Ironman. I want you to come and play for me in the Ironman next year. I don't do that shit. I'm too competitive, and I got too much integrity to do that, because I know how hard it is as a youth football coach to get talent, especially during this COVID era. You know, it's hard to get good talent. It's hard to get kids out of the house. It's hard to get parents to, you know, comply and to bring their kids to practice and to games, let alone my behind trying to take, you know, talent from a coach that's working hard, you know, trying to just have his kids just have a good season. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not right in my mind and in my opinion. And I'd love to get your opinion on this, guys. Love to get your opinion on this. You know, how do you feel about coaches recruiting other kids, especially during the season? That's my question to you guys. Leave it in the comments. All right, guys, that is it for this video, guys. This is Coach Tim with another video. I know it's kind of a rant, but I felt like I just needed to address this, guys. And if you agree with me, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button if you agree with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. And remember, be great, have fun, and beast out, guys. Peace.